Thank you for taking the time to join us today to learn about like expanding to Amazon UK and Europe. My name is Samantha and I'm account manager from Amazon Global Selling Team. So can I have a hands like who are the new sellers have not expanded into UK or Europe? Oh, that's quite a lot. Okay, that's a very good lead opportunity for me. Yeah, so whether you're a new seller or an existing sellers to look into like expansion of Europe, I'll be sharing why these European stores are for you. And also, we have a breakout session that is happening later at 5:30 p.m. where you can stick with myself as well as my EU account manager to discuss any questions you might have. So before we start, here are some of the important notices to take note. For today's agenda, I'll be covering the following topics, which is overview of Europe's e-commerce potential, as well as how to get started on European stores, and also like the most complex and the most challenging topics that you may actually have heard before, which is UK and EU compliance regulation and tax, as well as like VAT. And I'll also be covering Pan-European FBA. So let's first start with an overview of the Europe e-commerce landscape. Firstly, Europe e-commerce, Firstly, Europe e-commerce scene is actually booming and it's projected to cross $1 trillion USD in revenue in 2026. In the next 4 years, by 2027, e-commerce revenue is expected to reach a new peak and will also grow significantly at 41.3% from 2023. Evidently, there is great opportunity for business to enter as well as expand into Europe's e-commerce scene via Amazon's European stores. So Amazon is present in 4 out of the 5 largest countries in terms of e-commerce size, with UK and Germany being the 4th and the 5th. After the US and Amazon.com, Amazon.uk and Amazon.de are good opportunities to cross-launch to grow your brand in countries with high e-commerce potential. I will leave a few seconds. I saw some of the cameras up. Yep. So with just one account, you can get access to 8 stores in Europe. So anyone wants to make a guess of what are the 8 stores? Okay, the answer is actually here. So it's UK, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Netherlands, Sweden, and also Poland. So let's look at some key insights on what makes Europe attractive for third-party sellers. There are 227 monthly unique visitors on Amazon's Europe stores. There are also more than 125 European SMEs selling more than 1.2 products to customers worldwide. And you're able to reach customers in more than 28 European countries. So expanding to Europe will be the next opportunity to build your global footprint. Well, I always receive this like very common questions from my sellers, like expanding into new international stores, like what are the exciting opportunities, but it also comes with several key considerations, right? So can anyone share with me, like, are these questions like really common to you? Is it like something that you actually like also take into considerations of like doing expansions, like, or this is like not a consideration for you at all? No? Oh, everyone's so confident? Yeah, so these are actually some of the key considerations that you might actually want to think about, which is understanding your customers' demand, as well as managing multiple Amazon store accounts, and also navigating compliance and also VAT regulations, and also managing shipping, returns, and refunds. So let me share with you some of the Amazon's integrated solutions for international store expansion. First, there are several tools on Seller Central to allow sellers to explore consumer demand data, as well as data of similar ASINs and its potential in these markets. So let's try to make let's maybe like make a test. Anyone that is awake earlier to understand what are these tools are? No? No one pay attention earlier on? Yeah, actually my colleague Ijun has covered this topic earlier. It's actually called Product Opportunity Explorer, as well as Marketplace Product Guidance. So these are the tools that you actually can utilize to understand about like an international store expansion before you want to penetrate into like UK as well as European stores. Secondly, with Amazon's global selling account, you are able to reach hundreds of millions of new customers simply by listing and selling your products on any of our European stores. Thirdly, with Build International Listing, in short it's called BIL, you are able to list product once, sell on all 6 Europe stores in the specific languages. The best part is that your reviews and also your ratings can also be poured over to your EU and UK listings, and you're able to create offers from a source store to a target store where the same ASINs already exist in both stores. So BIL synchronizes the offer price in target store based on the price you set in the source store and your price rules. So can I understand who is using Pan-European FBA here? Nice. Oh, yes. Okay, so we have Pan-European FBA, which enables you to sell across the whole of Europe by helping you place inventory closer to your European customers and by fulfilling and delivering orders at a lower cost and in less time. Lastly, we also have Amazon that has, lastly, Amazon also has a list of trusted service providers to ease the entire expansion process, all at a subsidized rate. So Nick selling with Pan-European FBA, it makes your products eligible for Prime and also visible to millions of customers across Amazon's European stores. FBA sellers that join Pan-European FBA sees an increase of their sales by additional 30%, and also you are able to save on your fulfillment costs by up to 53%. Of course, to be eligible to enroll for this Pan-European program, a seller must be VAT registered and enable at least 2 countries for Amazon to store your products. So it can be France, Germany, Italy, Spain, or Poland. And by storing goods in countries other than your home store, you will have additional VAT reporting requirements. And Amazon supports your growth by providing resources and solutions that can help you with VAT compliance. So how will Pan-European benefit your business? By simply sending your inventory to an Amazon's fulfillment center in the EU, it can be Germany, France, Italy, or Spain, we will store your inventory across our EU fulfillment network in the countries that you have enabled for inventory placement in order to meet anticipated customer demand. We will also distribute your inventory across these countries for free, and Pan-European FBA actually provides fast delivery with the Prime badge. And Pan-European FBA also provides you ease of customers management. With Amazon's help to provide 24/7 customer service, you receive the peace of mind. Post-sales that Amazon will provide you with customer support in the local European languages, and also assist you in handling on customers' inquiries, returns, and refunds. Now, let's explore the various logistic fulfillments as well as, let's explore the various logistic and fulfillment solutions that you can undertake. First, which is Pan-European FBA. Second, which is European Fulfillment Network, EFN. And lastly, we also have Merchant Fulfillment Network, which is MFN. The most popular option is Pan-European FBA. Of course, with EFN, it enables thousands of businesses to sell across the border easily without the requirements to register for VAT in the destination store. It also allows FBA sellers to store their inventory in local fulfillment centers and fulfill orders, control, and flexibility. So let Amazon ship your eligible items with Prime badge to your customers, and the EFN is only available between the UK and Germany, as well as France, Italy, and Spain. So for MFN sellers, you have to handle all the logistics as well as shipments on your own, and VAT obligations are to be determined by your tax advisors. So this is the main process on how you actually register an account on the EU and UK. So for existing sellers, actually under your Seller Central menu, when you toggle to the inventory page under the Sell Globally page, you are able to just add the EU and the UK store. And this will then trigger seller identity verification as well as KYC that is unique to EU and UK store. So you will then be required to register for VAT and other compliance requirements, as well as set up your European store listing using the BIL. Thereafter, you are ready to sell. Of course, after you launch ready, then you will be thinking of like how you can actually accelerate as well as to grow your sales. So merchandising tools can actually help your products to stand out from the competition and also stimulate sales. And there are also several other options that you can choose from when creating a promotion such as PED, which is Prime Exclusive Discount, as well as sponsor products or voucher. So now let's talk about EU and UK compliance regulation and tax, as well as extended producer responsibility, which is APR. Have anyone not heard about EPR before? Oh, kind of plenty. Okay, I will go through the EPR topic later on. So VAT actually stands for Value Added Tax and are taxes on consumer spending on the value of goods and services in the UK and Europe. A seller must register for a VAT number in each individual Europe store and follow the country's VAT regulations. It is very important for you to meet your VAT and tax obligation in all countries where your business operates. Please consult your tax advisor for guidance on how to meet your VAT obligations. And the good news is, we have Amazon services on Amazon to provide end-to-end tax compliance solutions. And it's fully integrated on your Seller Central, where selling partner can manage the entire registration and monthly filing activities from one time. So I will leave a few seconds here that you can actually scan the QR code for more information. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, so VAT Services on Amazon has its own dedicated seller support team, which support EU 5 languages as well as Mandarin. Sellers can raise queries to this team via the Contact Us button on Seller Central. So, yeah, this is some of our assigned tax agents that you can actually reach out to. And simply by scanning the QR code, you are able to understand on these VAT services on Amazon. Now, let's talk about what is EPR. So I always receive questions from sellers asking like, Sam, what are EPR? What are the countries that I need in order to comply with EPR in order to start selling? So here it is. EPR is an environment policy principle that makes the producer responsible for the entire life cycle of the products, from product design to end-of-life management, including waste collection, sorting, and recycling. So if you plan to sell in Germany, France, or Spain, you will need to comply with EPR regulations, and an EPR registration number is required in order to start selling. Therefore, most sellers, if you are especially adopted FBA, you need to actually obtain this EPR in order to start selling. If ever in doubt, or whether you are doing what you need to stay compliant with EPR regulations, you can get in touch with our EPR services on Amazon. Have anyone already on board with these EPR services on Amazon? Right, good news for you. Amazon is here to help you meet your EPR compliance. So EPR services on Amazon is a compliance solution that allows you to manage your EPR requirements in Germany, France, and Spain. This includes one-time registration and ongoing filings. We collaborate with EPR service provider to make it easier for you to fulfill your EPR requirements and enable your compliance. So here are the features and benefits. First, it is cost-effective. Second, it is easy, because Amazon and your EPR service provider will take care of the complex, costly, and time-consuming processes for you. Amazon also offers self-service help content as well as a dedicated customer support team. Right, so there are compliance regulations that you have to adhere to when entering EU and UK, depending on your products. So here are some of the examples of the common regulations. I will actually, hold on to this screen for a few seconds, because this is super important when you want to enter into UK or Europe, especially like product safety and compliance, as well as EU responsible person requirements for CE mark products, products requiring additional approvals, and also Amazon's program policies. Yeah, feel free to take a screenshot if you want. It's the responsibility of sellers to ensure that compliance of their products are met before they begin expansion into this new marketplace to prevent future issues from arising. So, let's begin your journey today. Start with creating an account on Seller Central and registering your VAT and your EPR. While waiting for the registration to be approved, you can start creating your product catalog and getting list approval, after which inventory planning can be done. So once your VAT and your EPR numbers are confirmed, proceed to ship the inventory, where once it's received by the Amazon's fulfillment center, you may begin selling and promoting your product. We hope that you have enjoyed today's session on selling in Europe and are one step closer to expanding your business and reaching millions of new customers. My name is Samantha, and I am excited to be part of your journey and assist you to launch and grow in the European stores. Don't forget that we also have a breakout session that is happening later at 5:30 p.m. where you are able to interact with myself, as well as my account manager, as well as my success seller that is also going to share her tips and tricks with you. So we look forward to helping you grow your business. Let's work hard, have fun, and make history. Thank you.